Let's see what's going on around Harmony, shall we, Endora? Oh, it looks like we've tuned in just in time. Pilar has finally found out that Mr. Wheeler is really her long-lost husband, Martin Fitzgerald. And whereas she's been celibate as a nun all these years, Mr. Wheeler has been doing what men do with Mrs. Wheeler. Oh, don't worry, Endora. There's much more pain and suffering to come. Oh, yes. The evil seeds I planted so many years ago are growing into big, thick, beautiful vines, winding their way throughout Harmony, choking the good out of everything. And now we have Paloma here. I think it's time to bring the Lopez Fitzgerald family to its knees, don't you? Oh dear, so naive and so angry. What a lovely catalyst you're going to be for the dark side, Paloma. And the best of it is, she isn't going to know we're using her. Wow. Oh, the boys in the basement are going to be very happy with all these developments, Endora. Very happy indeed. Oh, here comes our little pawn now. Oh, did you need something, dear?
Oh, no, I'm just cleaning up the mess we made in the living room.
Oh, what exemplary good manners you have. So rare in your generation. Recyclables are over there, dear. Well, you were obviously brought up right.
Thank you. Are you making some?
Oh, yes, I'm always cooking something up over there. Why don't you sit down? I'm so happy to be alone with you. I'd like to get to know you a little bit.
Kate told me how generous you've been. Letting her move in with Maria and not minding when she has friends over.
Oh, you people keep me young. And my little Endora, of course.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yes, she is. So, tell me about yourself, Paloma. How do you like being back in Harmony?
Well, it's quite different from Puerto Arena, but it's beautiful. And everybody's been very nice.
Yes, yes, it is a lovely little town. It must be so nice for you to see your family again, too. Although, I bet you hardly recognize them after all these years.
I was just a baby when I left.
Yes, yes, I know you were. Must be especially heartwarming for you to see your mother again.
Yes, I guess so.
I'm so glad she finally sent for you after all these years. I know my little Endora, how much she misses me when I leave her with a sitter for an hour to go shopping. But your mother must be thrilled to have you home. Yeah, the mother-daughter relationship is very important to her, as anyone who ever saw her with Teresa could tell you. You know, since the pregnancy, my mind is like a sieve. Remind me, dear, why did your mother send you away in the first place?
Well, after my father disappeared, we didn't have much money. So my mother couldn't afford to have all 5 of us. And she thought I'd have a better life living with Tia Maria in Mexico.
Oh, yes, yes, that's right. I remember now. And did you, Paloma? Did you have a better life in Mexico?
I don't know.
Well, the important thing is that Pilar believed you did. And she didn't worry about you one bit, no, not for a moment, all the time that you were away.
What?
She must be one of the strongest women I have ever met. I mean, I go into a panic when I'm separated from Endora by more than 3 blocks. And Pilar, her baby was more than 3,000 miles away. Well, it didn't seem to stop her enjoying every moment of her life here in Harmony and doting on her other 4 children as if they were the only things in the world. Sickening, actually. But I know one thing for a fact, Paloma. Your mother missed you desperately.
You do? Really?
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's why she spoiled your sister and brothers, so she wouldn't have time to think about how much she missed you.
She spoiled them?
Oh, yes, shamelessly. Especially Teresa. Whenever I used to see Pilar, Teresa was always with her. Oh, she told me that she loved her boys, but her little girl, her sweet Teresita, was special. She couldn't be away from her for a single minute.
I'll bet.
Paloma's blood is beginning to boil. Very soon we'll unleash all that rage on our little town of Harmony.
Mama says she couldn't stand to be away from Teresa even for a second.
Oh, she loves that little girl more than life itself, and she's always spoiled her rotten. Even as a child, Teresa wore only the finest designer clothes. She always looked like she'd stepped right out of a fashion magazine.
I went to a Catholic school. All I was allowed to wear was my uniform.
Oh, dear. Well, Pilar should have sent you some of Teresa's hand-me-downs. Your sister had a new wardrobe twice a year.
But everyone told me there was never any money.
Yes, well, that's right, dear. I remember Pilar telling me more than once that money was tight. But she would sacrifice anything, even miss meals, so her little Teresita could have her beautiful clothes.
She found money to buy designer dresses for Teresa, but not to buy a plane ticket to bring me home.
You know, the other night I saw a piece on NBC News. It was all about mothers who couldn't cope with the stresses in their lives, so they abandoned their children. I mean, can you imagine? I can't bear being away from my little Endora for a single moment. And to actually abandon your baby, to send it away somewhere else, well, I don't know. I don't know how any self-respecting mother could do that. Oh, Paloma, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean that. That's not what your mother did. Pilar wanted a better life for you. That is the only reason that she abandoned, that she sent you away to live with your tia Maria. I'm sure that Pilar thought she was doing the right thing. She must have been in a terrible state, the poor dear, and so embarrassed. Oh, having such a wonderful husband and then not being able to hold on to him, having him run off with another woman.
My father didn't run off with another woman, and he didn't embezzle money. Alistair Crane did something to him.
Yes, that's the story Pilar has been telling since the day he left. Well, maybe it's true. Maybe all the rest is gossip and lies.
It is. It is.
Well, I can't help wondering about a husband who runs away from his wife and children. I mean, what could a woman do to make her husband abandon his family? What kind of woman could make her husband so miserable that he runs away from his own children?
I don't know.
Well, I really outdid myself this time, Endora. The boys in the basement are going to be very happy. Paloma is primed and ready to help the dark side.
I have to go. I have a lot of thinking to do.
Oh, we were having such a nice talk. I was going to make some tea.
Thank you for your hospitality, Miss...
You call me Tabitha.
Tabitha, tell Kay and Simone I said goodbye.
Oh, of course, and you drop by any time, dear. You're always welcome. Say ta-ta, Dora. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Well, let's see what's brewing, shall we? Excellent. Oh, Paloma. When you find out the truth, your whole family is going to explode.